Alrighty, there's this conversation going on right now, particularly between those who are left wing and those who are not so much liberals, neoliberals, conservatives, of course. That what actually happened in Bolivia wasn't actually a coup, but it was something else we just don't know, or whatever. Well, the thing is, if I look at the dictionary definition of the word coup, then yeah, they kind of have a point, sort of. But the thing is, at the same time, you can still have the main elements of a thing and still not be considered definitionally that thing. I mean, you still have the fucking military putting their might, or not might, but their pressure on the duly elected president to step down. Say, hey, you better step down right now because that's what we want. Um, I mean, and some would say on the liberal or those who are right wing would say, well, where's the threat in that? They're just asking politely, like polite people do. They're just being polite. No, when you have the fucking military ask a duly elected president to step down like that, no. What do you think they're gonna fucking do? If Morales says no, do you think they're just gonna go, oh, okay, okay, well he said no, can do no? They're gonna go in there with their fucking guns and their tanks and their soldiers and all this, that, and the other, and they're gonna drag his ass out or whatever. That's what they're gonna do. That's what the military's used for. You think the military's used for fucking peaceful purposes? I mean, there'd be one thing if it was just a elected body that said, "Hey, look, Morales, you gotta step down for whatever reason. You gotta, especially if it pertains to legal matters, you got to." Then that'd be one thing. Okay, that's one thing. But when you have the military involved to put added pressure, or to put pressure at all on the duly elected president, step down, that's kind of looking like a coup a little bit. I mean, it may not be to the exacting definition in the dictionary of a coup, but it's close enough. Especially given the history of what's going on in Latin America, South America, for all these decades. You know, especially when the CIA and the United States backs capitalistic dictatorship regimes had to oust a duly elected socialist. Oh, the socialists got elected, so it must be some sort of fraud involved. No way in hell that a free people would elect a socialist, right? And these jokers on the right or the center then want to call us speculative. They want to call us like we're, oh, you're the ones being using conjecture. No, no. Now the thing is, with Morales, um, he did overstay his stay. I mean, the way I read it, he did while he was in office. Put things to his advantage to stay longer than he normally would have. He had a Supreme Court. Some say he packed it full of his judges. Some say he didn't. But the Supreme Court still ruled in his favor to extend the terms, and it was still technically legal. I mean, now would I advise that? Not really, because if you take America for example, if so all of a sudden Donald Trump um, packed the courts and basically extended his right to run for presidency into a third term, fourth term, and beyond, us left wingers would be losing our shit. All right, so that's kind of a point. So what Morales should do was just ran out his two terms or his the terms that he initially had, and then all of a sudden got a successor that could carry on his legacy. What he should have did, in my opinion, for what it's worth. But now he didn't do that, so now the jokers on the right in Bolivia um, basically had the military do what they wanted, and now they installed a conservative right wing senator. I believe her name is Janine Anez, and she is a big old religious conservative, Bible thumping fucking. And you know how I feel about organized religion. It's no bueno. Um, yeah, so so of course they installed her ass. They didn't even bother to have. She's the interim president, by the way. But even so, they should have installed like someone who was neutral, who's just going to carry the torch until the new election take place, if they even do. They say the new elections are going to take place. Let's see if they do. And if they don't actually take place, or they don't take place for a long, long time, you can definitely say, yeah, this is looking more like a fucking coup. They wanted to oust the president Morales, who was helping the poor indigenous people who make up 2/3 of the population of Bolivia, and then making those who were not indigenous or less indigenous pay higher taxes, who happen to have a lot more fucking money, to better the education and healthcare situation in Bolivia. Morales did pretty good in that. Now, of course, he's out, so they can, what they're probably gonna fucking do. They're probably gonna do whatever they can to reverse all the shit that he did in a democratic process. Yeah, this is totally democratic by getting the military to pressure Morales to step down. But Morales is such a horrible dictator, yeah, that's why he resigned. Dictators don't usually fucking resign, if at all. Dictators go, no, fuck you, we're gonna fight this out. Morales, he didn't want anyone to die, and so he said he's just gonna step down. Now, if you can't really, or if I can't really call this a technical coup to the dictionary definition, then it's most definitely a soft coup, coup light, or a bloodless coup. We can try defining it that way, but it's I guess it's all in how you want to look at it. Me, I'm seeing it. I'm choosing to see it as the military was brought in to pressure the duly elected president out of power, because those on the political opposition wanted to get in there and put their person in power through non-democratic means. That's not democratic. Using the military to oust a duly elected president is anti-democratic. So if you have any thoughts on this, disagree, agree with me, let me know in the comments section. Would really appreciate it, and I'll see you around.